Hey everybody, welcome back. Northern Lion plays Spelunky 2. Was not our best run on the last episode. If you grab the UFO, you're already ahead of the game. It was not our best run, but it was good. What went wrong? On Neo Babylon, look, I'll just tell you, I took it for granted. Went over top of the bat, come on. I took it for granted. On Neo Babylon, I threw a bomb inside of the bodyguard's lair. I think that's how you would describe it. The lair of the bodyguard. Let's go. I threw a bomb inside of his domain. He shot and... Let's go. He shot and killed my mount, which makes it impossible to make it through the rest of the game. So we just killed the, vanilla final boss, which was not necessarily automatic. I wouldn't say it was not easy, but it was more... I really think if you gotta give some credit in Spelunky 2, and I think there's a lot of things you can give credit for, we're about to make what's called a pro gamer move. Look at that. I think there's a lot of things you gotta give Spelunky 2 when it comes to credit. But a big one for sure is that the bosses are not, like, bad. And similarly, if there's a complaint to be had about Spelunky 1, and you may not have any complaints, but Yama and Olmec are kind of anticlimactic bosses. I mean, obviously, like, I'm tempted to come in this way, right? Like, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. This may kill us. That was a really good throw. I'm very proud of myself. Now, was there any reason to be here? No. Wait a minute, is this Praise Baldy? It is Praise Baldy. That was kind of a colossal waste of resources just to get into the subspace. But, like, Olmec, most of the time I made it to Olmec. I never even bothered to learn, like, the real technique, right? I just did, oh my god, my torch. The torch is so valuable. If this is Torquey Floor, maybe it won't be Torquey Floor and I won't feel bad. Most of the time I just used a few bombs to speed up the process, right? We should be able to make it up there pretty easily. Time's gonna go by real quickly here, though. And then Yama, like, Yama's probably, like, one of the biggest sore spots for me in Spelunky 1. I love Spelunky 1. Without a doubt, one of my favorite games ever made. The Yama fight is just, like... once you know the trick to it, literally all you do is, like, you go throw, like, 2 bombs at him, and then just shoot your shotgun forever. I guess it's a little harder if you don't bring a shotgun with you. But anyway, we know that's a Spelunky 1. That's old hat. We don't concern ourselves with Spelunky 1 anymore. I don't think everybody's going to agree on this, but I do feel in my heart of hearts that Spelunky 2 might not be superior in every way, but I think it's superior. Now, oh, you... There's one way it's not superior. What, you being bad? Okay, you got me. Me being bad. It's not superior in that. Actually, it is. I'm way worse at this than I am at Spelunky 1 now. Spelunky 1, I had a little bit more time, for sure. You know what we gotta give Derek credit for? For successfully navigating the sequel trap, where you either make it too difficult because you want the same degree of challenge that people had when they were unfamiliar with your core systems. You know, like, i.e., some of the Dark Souls 2 stuff is kind of like that. If anything, you might say Dark Souls 3 is kind of like that, I guess. I don't think it's necessarily too difficult, and beyond that, it's actually probably my favorite Souls game along with Bloodborne, but certainly there's some bosses in that make some of the content in Dark Souls 1 look like child's play. Or you go with a new formula for difficulty because you want to maintain that level of difficulty from the original. That's more the Dark Souls 2 model. As a result, you can probably guess how I feel about that after taking 75 years to beat that this summer. Not my favorite. Or, I don't know what they did with this. Like, it's just like they rebuilt the first game from the ground up, like on the same philosophy. It's like it had the same mission statement, but different DNA, right? I think they did a super good job with it. Here, Cape's what, 12? You know what? Sign me up. It's a little all in. However, I think that it's well worth it. If there was spring shoes and climbing gloves, I would consider taking that over the Cape. Without the addition of those two items, I think the Cape is, don't you know and haven't you heard? Haven't you heard that the Cape is the word? I don't know, that was so cursed. Why was that so cursed coming out of my mouth? Hey, future's so bright. I have to wear prescription glasses that do not have any degree of UV filtering. How did we make it through that without running into problems? Great question. Great question. So, I have been told that every turkey is merely one favor, according to Kali. You can probably guess how I feel about that. It rhymes with betrayed. It's betrayed. I feel betrayed. You gotta admit, they do rhyme. I've been sacrificing, at least that's maybe like what a dead turkey's worth. I've been sacrificing these turkeys thinking like, you know, it was moving the needle. Seems like we would move the needle a little bit more prodigiously if we just gave them the yang, and then you hate to see it, but if you gave them the yang and then hopefully you got something out of it, even if that something was just loot, seems like this is a sensible approach. More sensible. Oh, there's another path through here. We got a minute left trying to check that timer a little bit more prodigiously. Seems like a pretty not good yang setup. 2,800 gold for a full minute of my time. My time is, you know, whatever. But my in-game time, you know, you only get so much of that. Drop him there, drop him there. Drop him there so you don't get hit by an arrow trap. Let's go. What a throw, dude. Alright, we're actually gonna have a decent chunk of change. Be aware. Just, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, you're toasted. Get toasted. I'm out of here. Beauty. Absolutely beautiful. Dude, it's like almost the exact shop I asked for. Wow, we had exact change. There is a double crate situation. Now, we may have to prepare ourselves for the eventuality that we can't get to that, but that might be where our key is. You know what? We can totally get to it. We're light on bombs, but... I mean, we're light on bombs, we're light on ropes, but... Double crate. There's your bombs. I'd actually love to get more bombs. I know you might think that we'd want the opposite. Maybe we want some more ropes. Nah, I want more bombs. Why? Because we got climbers. Help. And climbers equal ropes. Plus, there are ropes for sale now that we got a little extra cash. Now, can we get back up there? No. Or at least not easily. Yeah, no. That's okay. Dude, a bomb for the pitcher's mitt? I think if you don't value the pitcher's mitt more than not 1%, but one bomb, you know, you gotta rethink your standing on life a little bit. So, this is a vault with a crate in it, I think. I think that's what's happening there. That might fall. I still want it. Oh my god. Immediately after getting it, I forgot that I had it, but still. Alright, dude, I'm loving this run right now. We're midway on Kapala strategies. Just need one more altar. Certainly a plausible get for our future. Help. Help me. You're not dead. You're dead, okay. Did we leave behind? I thought we left behind like maybe an easy to get ghost pot. We got plenty of time. This one must have fired, but still. I would not call it easy to get. Let's call it gettable. And for one bomb, I'm not afraid to go through the legwork there, but still. No ropes is still bad. Like, we definitely are feeling a little... Like, even though we have a good, you know, climbing glove situation, we always want to get a little bit more in the rope department. Ropes are... They're like panic insurance. In a lot of situations, a rope is the right thing to use to get yourself out of a bit of a mess. Like if you got a monkey on your back, apparently it works there. I had no idea. By the way, I'm gonna try not to use a bomb here if I can avoid it. I'm gonna try to go to Volcana. Why? Help. Because on our last run we didn't. You know, we had a really good one. We went to the black market. This one's kind of, I don't know, it straddles the midpoint between the black market and Volcana in terms of like efficacy. But I think they both got a pretty good setup here. I'm happy to have the cape. We do have spike shoes. We could just jump on this man's head, like. If we could get him to occupy a reasonable space. Had to happen. We don't need the rock back. Okay. We wanted the ghost pot. Money's not that important if we're gonna go to Volcana, but I like to see what's going on in Volcana, you know? I really do. I've come to accept the error of my ways. I've come to accept that if you're only going to Tiamat, Vlad's Cape, good, maybe not necessary. If you want to survive the Sun Challenge on World 7, having access to Double Blood is like a meta-defining. So all those times I thought you were bad if you preferred Volcana, honestly, the reality is I was bad. But I do still prefer the black market. In my defense, I am still kind of bad. Okay. If we see Van Helsing, we swear on our life we will slay him. Ha ha ha. Honestly, I'm just not a fan nor a stan of getting the idol here. Once we handle like literally everything else, we almost broke the ghost pot with that robot too. Once we handle like literally everything else, a bit more open to the idea. Prior to that, not so interested, not so concerned. We'll buy some ropes. The turkeys are easy HP, and probably like we're not going to be using our money for too much else. It's really easy HP now. I'm like, how do I... Don't worry about it. You got plenty of time. You'll probably get the ghost pod here as well. You don't have paste, though. Dude, I don't know. I guess I'll use 2 bombs rather than try to cook a bomb, which carries a pretty big risk of failure to begin with. So I'll use a bomb here and a bomb after it. So let's walk through Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What do we care for here? We definitely do care for Van Helsing. That's number 1. No problem. What do we care for after that? Probably purchasing 3 turkeys and yeeting them into the fire. 10 grand for 3 HP. I'm not going to concern myself with whether it's an overpayment. What it is HP for the price of, you know, HP is its own reward in the sense that, you know, you can't always spend money to make it happen infinitely. So I think that's real good. Then probably the ghost pot. You know, Monty, got nothing against him, but I'm not convinced he's super gettable, but we'll see what the situation looks like. Ghost pot is worth like 62.50 here, right? It's a little bit more needle moving. You don't have a ton of time. You know what? We can just order in. Let's just order in. I think one of the turkeys is gonna live. I think I'm witnessing, like, in the last 2 runs alone, a fundamental change to my Spelunky play. Like, we're just doing a lot better, and we're taking our time, which is something that's been kind of a sore spot previously. 5 seconds? You know what? That's where you don't take your time. You get the heck out of town, and you don't worry about the ghost pot. You just take that HP. You made a choice without realizing it was a choice. And the choice was, do you want HP, or do you want the ghost pot? We chose HP, without realizing that we were involved in it. Would I do that decision again? No. I would rather have the money. But you know what? That doesn't mean it was wrong. I saw the rock dog. I saw the rock and the rogue dog. That would have been a pretty easy ticket to rage quitting, I think. We're just out of here. One of the things I'm trying to internalize is that, like, once you're on Volcano, you pretty much just want to go. If it's not an important floor, you just want to bail. We found a secret. We didn't anger a shopkeeper, which is actually, we should focus on the positive. We didn't anger a shopkeeper. I don't really care for the turkey. I know, well, you may not know this, but it's Thanksgiving today. But still, American Thanksgiving at least. But I actually do care for the turkey from the perspective of, you know, edibility. I do see a lot of anti-turkey discourse. My opinion on that is very simple. I think if you have never had good turkey, like, if you're like, I don't like turkey that much, no problems. What the? This is weird. We already have all the items we need there, but this is just a strange entry point. It's very strange. I know there's the jetpack, but, like, we really don't want a jetpack, especially on Volcano. It's like an easy recipe for exploding. Oh, dude, I didn't know you got freed. I think it's... because sometimes I get annoyed whenever I say, like, I don't like a food. People are like, oh, you just haven't had a good version of blah. But I really feel like it's not true for every food. I feel like it's definitely true for turkey, because turkey is so often cooked badly. Sorry. Oops, I fell. It's so often overcooked, you know, dry, kind of disgusting. Obviously, why would I get the jetpack to begin with? Now that I think about it, it doesn't make any sense at all that I was even entertaining the thought. No, it's fine. As long as you didn't knock me into the fire, we will live. That could have gone so wrong. But a nice, like, a turkey that's been brined, so it maintains its juice over its relatively long cooking time. We're playing very recklessly here. But we are also probably due for the Kapala. Let's go. That's the hotness right there. It's still not my favorite meal But would I take it over ham? I would absolutely take it over ham. And I do think I like ham more than the average person. I think I may have even made a tweet recently that was like, ham most underrated meat 2020. I've been tweeting a lot of like ridiculous takes. And I love it. Come on, come on. I know we got the moon challenge as well. We definitely want to get in there and grab the clover. Did you rush me? No, don't. Okay, I mean, actually, cooking the turkey might have been fine, but we can submit a live turkey for the approval of the Midnight Society. Please, for the love of God, a damsel even dead is worth a decent amount. A damsel even dead is worth a decent amount. You've already been tamed. Okay. I'm really, really hopeful this is going to be the one to put us over. It's honestly like almost as important as the bow. It's more important than the bow from the perspective of, and we got it, by the way. If you're an audio-only listener, we got the Kapala right there. It's more important than the bow from the perspective of living. From the perspective of making progress, I guess, is slightly less important. Anyway. Sorry, by the way, I'm getting a little low energy. I'm getting a little sleepy. Just happens. You know, we are dealing with the newborn situation over here. Waking up, I mean, it's a big adjustment for a number of reasons. One of which is that, you know, I'm used to going to bed at around midnight, waking up around 8, 9, somewhere around, like pre-newborn. Now I'm going to bed at 11 and waking up at 4 and 6:30, and then sometimes I'm like, let's go back to bed, and then I'm get up at 7:15, and you know, honestly, our baby's like a pretty great sleeper by baby standards, but no baby is a great sleeper by adult standards, I think, or at least by healthy adult standards. But I can say it, you can't. You're gonna insult my baby just because she doesn't sleep as good as an adult? Who do you think you are? Weirdo, she's a baby. You can't judge her by adult sleeping standards. It's unreasonable. Anyway. But I'm holding it together here, and we're having a run, dude. We're having a run. We're not gonna get any spare bombs. This is always like the sore spot here. 11 bombs is low. We're on the low side. And it's not getting any better. There's no grass block. Waddler? My Waddler, please, is very sick. I guess maybe it's only if you go to the jungle do you get the grass block. Otherwise, you get the industrial block. Is it worth a rope to experience the love of man's best friend? You know what it's worth? No ropes. And I think I'm just gonna farm you, because it should be enough blood to get to 7 HP. Not really a magic number, but he's gonna get crushed either way, so we might as well embrace tranquility. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. We've been doing pretty well on the Olmec fights. No need to get ahead of ourselves, for sure, but definitely, like, let's get ahead of ourselves. The tide pool, no problem. The tide pool historically has been pretty easy. The hard part is not really, and again, it's comedic timing 101, but the hard part of what we do next is not really living, it's making sure that Kaleen lives. That's where things have been an issue for us. Alright, so let's see if we can maybe just get you to spit out some bombs in a good spot. I think right there is perfect. We just want to avoid a situation where you can bounce it right on top of us. I'm okay with this. And it takes as long as it takes. What do I mean by that? I just mean, like, there's no reason to rush this aspect of it. If we have to go through it 3 or 4 times, then we have to go through it 3 or 4 times. Now this is pretty... Oh no, no, it's pretty terrible. On the other hand, all the bombs he drops on the left are going exactly where we want them. There you go. Into the lava, apparently, is exactly where we want them. Oh, those are just gonna blow up. Alright, now this is the weird part. Is like we gotta do this, but don't get killed. Yeah, this is insanely dumb. So here's what we're gonna do instead. We're gonna use a single bomb. I don't have paste. We're still gonna place a single bomb. Basically just to give ourselves a nice little shield. So that we can make it over. Come on. Really? Good, 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 good. And I gotta tell you, I kinda like the UFOs here. Crush them. Bad crush, bad crush. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make my dreams come true. 8 HP. The problem for me is that, like, we're so low on bombs. And I tend to use a lot on Neo Babylon, at least. So I'd like to, like, use some UFOs to our advantage. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. That's the worst part. For now... All because I wanted to save a couple of bombs. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. No, I'm not going out like that. We're going to do a speed run. Under 10-minute run right here. Because you know what? We gotta temper ourselves in the furnace of good Spelunky play. Now that all because I wanted a skull to hit the bat with, you know? I don't know, we don't steal from you, because I don't do that sort of stuff in this game anymore, because it's more dangerous than it's worth, I think. Remember that time we murdered shopkeepers on every run? Okay, we're gonna throw in a quick restart there. Just a cursed trap situation. We could have used a rope. In fact, let's burn that into our psyche, that we're gonna use ropes in the future. Time is our most valuable resource. Great stuff. Forget the torques, and forget everything you thought you knew about turkeys. Going down this way. You see a rough situation? That's good. That's a good trade in my book. You got something for me? What are you talking about? You got something for me? You got no money. Jetpack would be nice, don't get me wrong. Lots of things would be nice here, though. Okay, we're going for Olmec. This is not the way, so this is the way. What do you think the odds are we can beat Olmec in under 10 minutes? It can't be that unlikely. I know how this sounds, but hasn't Dan done it? That's not how you're supposed to do that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me a little taste. Give me a little taste. If we make it, we make it. If we don't make it, I'm sorry, Monty. Like, we're gonna be out of the first 2 floors within a minute and a half. Which I can't help but feel that, like, that's pretty good timing. Remember, we don't have any black market to get to or anything like that. It saves us a lot of time. Still picking up... for 1 second cost, I will pick up gold. Absolutely. Because you never know how many seconds we could save if we just had, like, the slightest bit of item support. Jungle, very sketchy area. Obviously, you always got to look out for... Not worth it. You always got to look out for the instant KOs. I will be honest with you. On some level, just making it to Olmec would be a pretty sweet situation. You're gonna laugh. Surely this is an extreme waste of time. But remember, we're not trying to speedrun the entire game. We're just trying to get the achievement. Bro. I'm not made of time here. Nor parsley, sage, or oregano. Okay? So I'm gonna need you to quit acting up. Before we frick this track up. I still want the boomerang. It means something to me. Okay, we're one room, one floor, I should say, away from fighting Olmec, so we should figure out what the heck we're gonna do. I see the child of the forest, but alas, it's already too late. We are gonna peep this real quick. 3 extra bombs definitely seems worth my time. We are on the Olmec fight. I have no idea. You know what? I forgot. We don't have to kill Olmec, dude. We can just go to the tide pool. And we want him to move as little as possible. It might save us a little time, you know? We do have to find a way to kill Tiamat, I think. Which means pace would be pretty huge. Why do I feel like energized? I'm like, this is the best run I've ever had. Hello. You ruined my last run, you jerk. Not poisoned? Officially not poisoned? How's that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I will tell you, I think I'm lost. I know what you see. You see the sacrifice, the same as me. You know what I don't think about? I don't think about the sacrifice. The only thing I'm gonna sacrifice in getting the sacrifice is my time. Good one. Now remember, 1-2, you don't have to do nothing. What the heck? Is this allowed? We got 2 HP left. That's where things get very real. And we would probably start to consider Monty a little bit more valuable than crummy old boomerang. No offense to the country and continent of Australia. Is it Australia or Oceania? Like I grew up with Australia being a continent. All of a sudden they flipped the script, it's Oceania. It's no problem. Like I'm happy to adapt. But I just don't want other people to think I'm stupid. They're like, this guy doesn't even know Australia's a continent. I do know Australia's a continent. I thought we all changed the nomenclature. Thought we all agreed we were gonna start calling it Oceania, and then nobody followed up. Okay, this is where things get mighty scary. Can't believe how well this is going. I don't even know if we're on pace, but like one way or the other, we gotta get through wet fur, right? That's bad. That's pretty bad. That's not good. That's pretty bad. I was out. I'm dead. Alright, well thanks for watching. Honestly, that was a pretty good run. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!